Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia. Let's talk books. And today I want to talk about audiobooks. I commute to work. I live in Southern California, so it's pretty much a way of life here to commute to work. And I actually have a pretty long commute, which is not ideal, and I hope at some point to remedy. But for now, it is what it is. But what this has meant for my reading is that I do a lot more audiobooks now than I have ever done before. And it has been a huge change for me because I am the type of person who hates driving, one. Two, who hates when people talk to me when I drive. Like even when the radio personalities come on the radio and talk, I need to switch. So I can't do NPR. I had a hard time with podcasts, but now I've been basically forced to do audiobooks because the radio gets boring. Like usually my driving time is my time to listen to music in Spanish, and the radio is just, it gets boring because it's the same songs over and over again, sometimes at even the exact same time. I've been forced to dive into audiobooks, and that has been a really, really great thing because normally while you're driving, that's kind of like wasted time. Like it's not productive other than you're getting from point A to point B. But I've discovered some really great books on audio, and I'm really into audiobooks now. So I want to share a basically audiobook haul, and I'm really lucky that I have people in my life who are really into audiobooks as well. And I got this from my boyfriend's father, and these are all used audiobooks, but he was super cute and wrapped them up like a Christmas present, which I just adore. He is an adorable man, and I'm so grateful to have him in my life. So he has this Excel spreadsheet with all his audiobooks that periodically he'll send me so that I can pick out books that he can loan me. So I did pick these out, but honestly I have already forgotten what these books are. So I'm going into it a little bit blind. So one, I really don't remember having picked this one, but it's a James Patterson book called Kiss the Girls. Oh, okay, I do remember having picked this one now. James Patterson has been really hit and miss for me. I've really only read him in audiobook, and I've pretty much hated every book I've listened to of his. So I'm hoping that this one's different because I kind of have this inkling that this was a really popular book at some point. So let's see. The second thriller in James Patterson's Alex Cross series. So once again, I'm starting a series somewhere in the middle, which I'm totally fine with in these audiobooks. But let's see. In Los Angeles, a reporter investigating a series of murders is killed. In Chapel Hill, North Carolina, a beautiful medical intern suddenly disappears. Washington, D.C., Alex Cross is back to solve the most baffling and terrifying murder case ever. Two clever pattern killers are cooperating, competing, and they are working coast to coast. All right, it sounds intriguing. This might turn me around on James Patterson. The next one is the Edward Award-winning author Harlan Coben, The Final Detail. Let's see what this one is about. For sports agent Myron Bolitar, it seems like the perfect vacation, a tropical beach, a warm breeze, a little uncomplicated passion with a woman he barely knows. Myron is almost in heaven when his friend Wynn shows up with a message that blasts him back to reality. Esperanza is in trouble. It's time to come home. Now Myron is back in New York, determined to help Esperanza, his best friend and partner, who's been accused of killing one of their clients. But Esperanza isn't talking. Neither is her lawyer, and to prove his friend's innocence, Myron must trace the rise and fall of the victim, a pitcher who had been making a comeback with the Yankees. Suddenly, the investigation is leading Myron to places he'd rather not go, into a family's agony through the city's sexual underground, into a moment buried in the dark side of a brilliant sports career. 12 years ago, a young agent named Bolitar tried to help an up-and-coming athlete. It was a fatal mistake, and now Myron will have to pay the price. I'm iffy on that one, but I'm still going to listen to it. And the next one is Mary Higgins Clark, who is an author I really, really used to love. Like, I haven't read her in a long time, but she used to be one of my favorites. This one's called Pretend You Don't, and there's no real description here. But either way, it's Mary Higgins Clark. I really like her mysteries, so yeah, we'll see how this one goes. So those are 3 audiobooks that I got for Christmas, sort of. I have to return them, so they're not mine, but you'll see them in future wrap-ups, probably in the next couple of months, because when I have these, I do tend to go for them. Now, I do have an Audible subscription. I've got a couple credits to use up on there. So if anybody has any good audiobooks to recommend, please leave recommendations down below. Like, Audible has been really great. I've discovered really good books on there. Like, I read An Absolutely Remarkable Thing on audiobook on Audible, and I read Sadie on Audible, and those were 2 of my favorite books of 2018. And those are books where, like, the narrator did a really beautiful job with those stories. So if any of you have any books that are particularly good in audiobook, please, please, please send them my way, because I've got hours and hours to kill on Los Angeles traffic. Anyways, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.